where do you see NFTs? 2, what are you doing about it right now? 3, what are your plans and views for that in the future and going beyond? If we're cutting edge, let's be the cutting edge. So the
Yeah.
floor is yours. And
Yep.
then I have a question about a different topic
Yep.
after that.
Yep. No problem at all. Hugely into crypto. Both myself, the CEO of Art Storefronts, been holders, buyers, traders of it for years and years and years. So super aware of the crypto industry. I'm going to send you guys. There's an episode, a live streaming episode. I'm actually finding it right now. April will put the link in the chat, where we sort of talked about NFTs and what we think they portend, and we're extremely bullish on them long term. We think they offer an incredible opportunity for a whole bunch of things and could solve some probably call it serious problems that exist in the art industry. That being said, what no one likes talking about in the Beeple example is the fact that guy created a piece of art a day for 10 years straight, never
Yeah, I know.
stopping. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
like every day. Yeah.
yeah. So, the buying art, okay, buying photography is already a process that is so utterly, completely full of friction. It's mind boggling, meaning that there are so many ways for the buyer to fall off. It's hard enough to have it on a website. Just let me finish, and go through that whole process and do it. When you add in the difficulty of doing crypto and having to own the crypto and then going buying the piece with the crypto, and the fact that you don't actually get the piece delivered, you just get a token that says you own the piece, but someone else could download the piece. They've got a lot of stuff to figure out with NFTs right now. The good news is I don't believe, myself, the CEO, that it's cannibalizing what's going on in the normal art market. It's in addition to the normal art market. Okay, it's in addition to the normal art market. And that's a great thing. And there's a lot of kids that have made a lot of money with crypto that are looking to spend some of it. And so, do I genuinely believe there's some opportunity there? Absolutely. But I will just tell you, if you are not selling well in a world where it is much easier to sell art, thinking that you're instantaneously going to move into NFTs and your art is going to sell like gangbusters is pure folly. It is pure folly. Now, do we have a couple of customers that have sold a couple of NFTs? Yes. Is that the norm? Absolutely not. Right? Like it launched with so much hype and fanfare and everyone talking about it. And again, it's awesome, but I don't think it's anywhere near there yet. And you still have a marketing problem on another marketplace, just like you do now. It doesn't, the NFTs doesn't change the marketing problem. Yeah.
Okay, so this is still within the NFT thing, and
Hmm.
then I say there's another area I want to ask.
Yes, absolutely.
So I am a painter and a sculptor. That for me, I don't create online digitally, although I am also an excellent photographer, but none of that has been uploaded, for anything.
Hmm.
So as someone that works with paint and brush or
Hmm.
with my hands, is NFT even a possibility? How would that even be digitized? And then the thing is,
Yeah,
in
so so
addition,
so
yeah,
this is the other thing about NFT. The NFT, okay, does not deliver the asset. Meaning, let's just say you did have it digitized, whatever the artwork is. When I buy the NFT, all I'm buying is a token, okay, that has
hmm
some information based on the fact that I own the rights to this digital asset. It doesn't give me the digital asset. The digital asset is not encoded into the blockchain. You still have to send me that, right? So all it is just an ownership token, right? That dictates what rules if I go and sell it in the future and such. So it's you could easily make up as many certificates for your work as you wanted, and it could be attached to the physical item all day long.
now, are they saying that the rights of reproduction are included in those,
Well, you have the ability to put all of that into a smart contract if you're so inclined.
or not,
Yeah,
or not, as
or
the
not.
case may be?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Okay, do you know? Because I have been trying to find out a really good sources of
Hmm.
how to get accurate information on that. Do you have any sources you could help
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
I could
maybe
send
lead us
you.
to where we could educate ourselves?
Yeah, I mean, one of my favorites on the topic, and I'm not being cheeky here, is GOOGLE.com.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not being cheeky. You can search that way and you can find out what the good marketplaces are. But here's what I would tell you, Christina. If I am taking myself out of this Zoom call right now, I'm popping into your house. I'm actually your cousin. You and I have known each other for a long time, and I'm advising you, do not waste 1 second on NFTs right now. You don't have an
Okay.
NFT problem. You have a marketing problem. Until you solve the marketing problem, you're never going to figure out the NFT problem. And like anything that we do in marketing to like build our art careers and to sell more art and photography, it all comes down to ROI, right? Like I could, I and you know, what is the biggest return on investment for your time, energy, and talent working on your business? I'm here to
Mhm.
tell you it is not NFTs. It is to work
Okay.
on your marketing. And if the goal is revenue, if the goal is just to have fun and learn about NFTs, awesome, go do it. But if the goal is revenue for your business, I would let the NFT situation sort it out. I would work on my marketing. It's going to be years until that whole thing settles down and is actually like a really good viable path for most artists. So that would be my advice.
Okay. Yeah. Because I've been very blessed. I've had a cafe lifestyle.
Hmm.
So I've sold over 350 original pieces just by sitting in cafes in France, or I was Art Basel, Switzerland,
Yeah.
or living in LA.
Hmm.
So it's always been face to face. The galleries for me have sold maybe 5% of everything that
Hmm.
I've done,
Hmm.
and it keeps going up and up and up. So I know, I know the value of that.
Yeah.
Um, so how do I do that? Obviously through these, type of calls that you were already addressing. But the thing is too, I'm also looking at, because I also do Little Arts Foundation for kids and a little Planetary Peace Foundation.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at building wealth, sustainable wealth for the benefit of others.
Okay.
Okay, so how do I give back to the planet, the community, the world in a way that helps making this a better place?
Yeah.
So that is wealth.
Yeah.
Way beyond anything I would ever, need for myself or even want for myself.
Yes.
So that's why when I look at an 18-year-old getting on his first NFT, $500,000, it's like, hello, what can I do? What can I learn here? What can I do better
Oh,
here?
for sure, for sure. And it's impossible, right? It's like gold rush days, right? Like we're all sitting around New York and somebody comes up with a story about there's gold in the water in San
And
Francisco
we're
and
all
let's
yeah,
get over there, right? Like yeah, it is very interesting. It is very fascinating. I would not waste even a second stressing about them.
okay.
Aside from your margin time where you just want to learn and educate yourself. Again, we'll send you this one. You can listen to this episode. It's a pretty good one. We talk about it, whether we think it's the future of the art business. It'll give you some good context. But it's just, you know, we've listed, we've gone through the process, we've looked at it. If you don't fix the marketing problem, you're not going
Yeah.
to, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And with COVID, I've got a major marketing problem right now.
Everyone, Christina, everyone
Canada.
on this call has one. Yeah,
Well, at this point, Canada is, you can't even go province to province.
yeah, I know,
Okay.
I know.
So that's been where you are under such, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
So that being the case, moving forward. Now, part of it is also, this is now my second question,
Okay.
dealing with press and reviews. And how does your program, either the silver or the gold,
Hmm.
or I know you've got a whole thing for social marketing, as another package. So I'm familiar in terms of the things that you offer. So if I now start needing to build up international press,
Why do you need to build up?
how
Why do you need to build up
how do you
international
do that
press? Why
for
do you need?
yours?
Why do you need to build up international press?
Because a lot of people, what I have discovered, because I've been in markets like LA, as in Beverly Hills,
Hmm.
or Cannes, south of France, Monaco,
Hmm.
or Zurich, or that type of thing.
Hmm.
So there are a few things that really matter to collectors that I've discovered.
Hmm.
One, auction value. Now I've been really blessed. Only one piece has ever ended up in auction
Yeah.
on mine, and it got 4 times what they thought it was going to get. Okay.
Yep.
So there's essentially zero auction value on me. Um, like with only one piece. The other thing they want to see is press. Oh, look, she's, here, or this person's buying their work, or this person who's very well known in the art community is saying this about them, or she's included in this book or that book. So how are you addressing that? And is that even a factor still?
Nope. We're not. Waste of time. It's not. Look, it's not a complete waste of time. But we live in an era right now in today's day and age where you do not need any international press whatsoever. Will it help you? Yeah, you need to work on your marketing. That's it. There's no silver bullet. There's no shortcut. There's no get special international press and the galleries are going to notice me. You get noticed by focusing on your marketing, growing your email list, doing it all traditionally, and we find that to be the highest ROI activity. We don't have a single solitary customer who's like focused on press and press alerts and is making that pay significantly. So
Okay.
I trust me. in my opinion, you can differ if you like. Your only problem is a marketing problem. You got to start doing it. Keep creating, solving for the marketing problem, and you'll grow the business. I don't believe in
I've been
yeah
an artist since I was 15, so
yeah
it's now how do I come into the 21st century instead of holding on to 1995?
yes yeah.
You know, I hadn't want to be seen on camera. It's like, okay, folks, here we are. Welcome to my studio. And
I was never on camera, not one time prior to the pandemic. I had a podcast. Okay, I had a podcast. You're able to hide behind a microphone. It's just audio, right? So everything changed. I had to change. I had to evolve. I had to realize that, like, to be contrarian about this, like, this is the future, right? Like, you can either embrace it or do the head in the sand. But I go back to my buddy, and here he is. He's in Laval, outside of Quebec, right? Can you see that on my screen? I don't know.
yep.
And he's a guy that would normally, paint for 6 months, have the big gallery show, right? The full dog and pony, 50-50 split, doesn't get to keep his customer data. His pieces start at like $3,500 and they go up to like 30,000. He had a great gallery show in Toronto prior to the pandemic, Thompson Landry, and almost sold out the entire show, did fantastic. He almost made as much money, okay, in his garage without leaving his house. And after this show was done, he sold 62 pieces. He had to ship pieces to Canada. He had to ship pieces to the United States. He had to ship pieces to Mexico and Central America, a few to Europe, one to Asia. So there's a worldwide business, okay, that is happening out of his garage as a result of his marketing, in which he did extremely well, kept 100% of the revenue, and he did it without sleeves. I always make fun of him for the shirt. Um, so I believe quite strongly that that's the future. I believe, like, the stranglehold that was the old way of doing business is no longer as prominent, and this is what we teach all year long. What's up, YouTube? Thanks for checking out the Q&A. What if you have your own question? First, you can leave me a comment below on this YouTube video. I see them. I will respond. Number two, definitely encourage you to subscribe. It's very easy to do. There's some fancy motion graphics going across the screen now, but there's a subscribe button. There's a bell button. You'll know when we're live. You can come on and say, Patrick, I have a question, even from your YouTube app, which is super handy. And then the third is 3 times weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, free Zoom calls. We're calling the Art Business Workshops. There's going to be a link directly below me in this description. You can sign up. They're free. You can come answer your question, which I'm sure will be awesome. And I will do my measure best to make sure my advice is slightly better than marginal. No, but in all seriousness, I'll take a crack at answering it. Thanks for checking out this video.